It's Brett Sheridan versus Bonnie Somerville. What could possibly go wrong? Everything can possibly go wrong with this match. Bonnie Somerville, Brett Sheridan. My, oh my, oh my. Alright, fair warning to everybody in advance. JTH is making a very bold gambit today. No thirsty beverage, no choke, no Pepsi, no Sprite, no nada, because I'm fearing if I watch this match while drinking something, it's probably going to change to alcohol, which is bad because I don't drink. That's pretty much telling you the impending doom that I fear this match can turn into. But to have a little bit of fun with this, as I kind of mentioned in the previous reaction, I'm going to have some fun, and I'm going to actually play along and actually attempt to try and beat the two players in this match. And if I can, you will have seen a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. So get your popcorn ready. This is going to be fun in more ways than one. Hey, that kind of rhymes. So, yes, let's not waste any more time, because heaven forbid what I'm about to see here. Let's do this in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, hello, Ken. Hello, Grace.
What?
Again? No,
What are you talking? I can't.
I just wanted to.
Back problems. What are you?
Well, I just wanted to talk about like the team stuff.
The team. Oh.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
No. I know we haven't had a chance to talk about it. There's some left. I know.
I'm like that popcorn guy.
We're always taking Chihuahua's potty and.
Sure.
Is this bad problem? What I mean.
No, I think I was a little surprised.
What? I didn't have anything to do with that. I was down the street getting kicked out of a bar, and I come back in, and Sam's calling my name, and I had Freaks and Geeks on VHS. This is kind of fun for me, like to. It's a big bond. Like, what do you want?
I love Sam for you, actually. Now that I think about it, I think this is great, actually. Okay.
Oh, we don't. That's not how it works. And don't say my voice is getting high. And I'm lying.
I mean, it's getting high, but I think you could have just been like, "Hey, Sam, can you trade me to the 10?" It's like
you can't.
literally that. Okay.
That's not how sports works.
That's
Competitive.
not how sports works.
No, that's not that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No. I really. You know what? I think this is good.
I didn't. That was more the drink doing that. Okay. All right.
It's really not how sports works.
Okay, Hey, did you know that we have Sean Sullivan?
Sean Sullivan?
Yeah, I think he's gonna beat you at Star Wars.
Huh? I wrote a book.
He's read it.
And I have too.
What?
Bye.
Why we love Star Wars. Ken Knapsack. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Thank you, Ken, yet again. That kind of rhymes too. Shh, man, I'm on fire. That's right, Brett. That's my reaction to this match too. Hello, Mark. Hello, Christian. The gang's all here. Oh dear. What have you two gotten me into?
Between the Den and this time Korruption making their first shot here at the new season, the new era. And what a match it is.
Oh, Christian, I love
match?
these kind of matchups because sometimes
The match hadn't happened yet. Don't call it a match until you're absolutely sure.
How is it going to shape up in round number 2? With this match, it's simple. Who's going to score a point?
Bingo.
I think there'll be a lot more. I think there'll be a few more points. I don't think that's nice. Remember,
Are you sure?
Bonnie Somerville is a veteran. She's played twice. She almost beat Josh McCouga in the first tournament, and she took Janine the Machine to sudden death in Janine's first.
I'm a veteran at
She
reacting,
knows what she's
and
doing.
I ain't won anything.
That was the question I was going to ask.
Is she in the studio?
Is she
Does
in the
anybody
building?
have eyes on
We don't
Zing!
know. We don't even know if she's in the building.
Cutthroat. I'm cutthroat to myself.
And Brett Sheridan, I think he saw a movie on Netflix. I am.
Oh dear.
I've known Brett for a long time, and I know that he's wanted to compete, but I don't know.
He did
what's gonna
compete.
happen.
I was there
Brett
to actually.
he's
Well,
beloved
I take
by
that back. He
the
didn't
audience.
compete.
He's entertaining, but his overall movie knowledge.
He wrote some words on a
He directed the
whiteboard.
movie himself, and you
That's
asked
about
him
it.
who directed that movie. I don't know if he would get it.
But he would know what the craft services were. He would know that a cast iron skillet was used, probably a lodge from the early 1900s. And will Brett Sheridan's knowledge of cookery help him out in this matchup? Will Bonnie Somerville's knowledge of the roads of Los Angeles that lead here?
And
help
will the
him
magic
answer a
bullet
question
return?
correctly? It's anybody's
That was a
ball.
great
It's
cameo in the
anybody's
last
ball.
match.
Also, the big story, to be honest with you, is not even necessarily the competitors themselves. It's the factions that they're on. Because you look at the Den, who's now they have a victory with Ben Goddard, and the winner of this match plays Ben Goddard. So
I don't think the match
the
is getting
Den
that high
is
scored.
up in the ranks looking for.
I'm gonna go out on
another
a
win.
on a
However,
limb on that one.
Korruption, who is one of the most devastating teams. They have Mike Kalinowski, they have Chance Ellison, and now they have Bonnie Somerville. So this would be a big win for Korruption. They all talked a lot. You want to see what they said?
I want to see what they said
All right.
right now.
Sure, bring it on. Let's see.
Let's do that match. How about Sheridan versus Somerville? I'll do that match. I'll definitely do that match. Do you accept? Do you accept it?
We're only 98% sure that Bonnie wins that match, so don't you
Or Bonnie
even.
shows up. So come on, like, let's not get crazy.
That should actually be the promo. I showed up.
And I reacted.
Listen up, people. I know Bonnie Somerville is more successful than me, and she's more attractive than me.
The end. Great promo. Solid C+.
Guys, I know everybody's like, is she going to show up or not show up? If she does or if she doesn't, either way, she's never going to want to show her face around here again. Because we got this sniper here. This is the Den. You saw what happened with Ben, and we're here to do it
Brett,
again.
who put you
If
up to
Bonnie
that?
even bothers to show up today, the odds are so low.
Bonnie is here in the flesh looking like the smoke show that she is.
I did show up, okay? I didn't get bronchitis. I'm here to kick ass.
That's right. And the disrespect, we're going to squash it today because she's here and she's ready to destroy you.
Yes, I'm ready to destroy you, Brett. Sorry. You'll get used to it, though.
Bonnie
A day to remember?
and Janine.
I want to remember.
And your winner!
I would love to come back and redeem myself yet again. I feel very good about
We
coming
hope.
back because I have studied, I have learned, I have grown, and that one really pissed me off because I lost in sudden death. I'm not going to do that again.
Let me tell you, it's not she doesn't show up to stuff because she's studying movie trivia. So I think we're gonna. I think it's gonna be fine. You know, so he's not scared. Not scared. I'm frightened. Okay, let's us use the mic. You know what? I forgot. I do have a little snack for you. Some little cheddar lions.
Well, we're going to start with our first knockout.
That's
of
some
the
popcorn,
season,
Brett.
And then when we're done, we're coming for all the belts that we lost. And we're going to put everyone in their place, and you'll all be bowing down by the end of the season.
Just tell Bonnie what you really think of her.
You are a nice person.
Okay, Grace, you wanna give a message to?
And we're going to destroy you regardless.
Bonnie Smoke Show Somerville, she showed up, she's back, and she's ready to kick some ass.
I usually don't have popcorn during one of these. Well, except during the live events, because it's different, you know. I like to kick back and entertain myself. This match, though, I think I'm going to make an exception.
I was going to say she showed up. Now, is
I'll
that
make that
stream
rare.
from her house?
It's also probably because I don't have a
That's
drink to
actually gonna be
occupy
here.
me.
No, but she superimposed Shannon inside of the actual thing, and Shannon, who has now become they call her the Queen of Korruption. They call her. I mean, look at what she has done. It's been incredible how much of a superstar she's become, and then couple that with Kate and Grace together. This is going to be something.
Shannon has become a superstar in this league, leaving a path of destruction in her wake. Just ask Wildberries fans. And then when you look at the Den, I think that they did such a good job with Grace and Kate complementing each other's strengths as managers. Is that going to carry over into today's match? It's another battle of SCN Live, and I'm here for it.
All right. With that,
I wish I had made that connection, but
well, why don't we do a tail of the tape? Do they have strings?
go ahead. See what you got.
yeah, good luck.
Bonnie's good at being in movies and television.
Right.
She's also a very accomplished singer.
None of them are on the
musician.
wheel.
And Brett Sheridan, again, you can't say enough about what a nice guy he is.
He tells good jokes.
Oh,
What a
oh,
jokester.
skillets. I thought it said
All right,
Skittles.
with that, ladies and gentlemen,
My
it's
strengths
time
are
for
Twix.
the movie trivia
Schmoedown. Hey, somebody
What to
said
do.
the
We're
thing
very
right.
lost, dude. I don't know what these people's strengths
We're gonna
are.
find out today.
I've known them so
I
well,
swore
but
I
I've
looked
never
at that
seen
and it
the
said
movie.
Skittles.
Introducing
My strengths are
first,
Twix, Kit Kat, and
representing the Den.
Crackle.
Led to the
I'm sure,
ring
I hope
by
somebody
his
out there remembers the
managers,
Crackle candy
Kate
bar.
the Mouth Mulligan and the Lioness,
That little thing, little
Grace
crackle.
Hancock,
It's lovely,
making
delicious.
his Schmoedown debut. He
Ike
is
and Mike, now or later, tangy taffy, good and plenty, bed and booty, starburst.
Where is he? There she is.
There's Grace. There's Kate. Brett Sheridan's in the building.
Brett made it. Brett showed up. Well, Brett showed up. Look at the fighting pose. And the
Yeah,
man right behind.
yeah,
You know, he's
fighting
ready to
pose.
go.
I'm ready.
This is why you need managers.
Yeah.
They
told him
show you
exactly
where
to
to
go.
sit,
Yeah.
what microphone to talk into. They
Sit down in the
think
chair
it's
that your
important.
name is
I don't know.
in
We'll see.
big, bold letters.
There you go. So you use the dry. Yeah, when you're done, you're gonna erase it. Okay.
And
If you write
his
something down,
opponent,
that's the catch.
representing Korruption, led to the ring by her manager, the Queen of Korruption, Shannon Barney. She is the Smoke Show, Bonnie Somerville. Oh, she's getting the boos. She's getting booed by and the Queen.
That could be Korruption.
That's bad when you get
too. These could be
booed on the other side of the den.
Showed up.
Did you say Bonnie
Damn.
Smoke Show?
The Smoke Show.
Because we never know if she's actually showing
One
up.
of those
I
two.
didn't get
Ha
I didn't get the flu. I'm here, and I'm here to win.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
but
at
you
that.
know what? Yeah, Bonnie shows up like her friends' residuals from the 90s, a little less frequently now.
Oh, look at Kate taking a
That's
shot.
At least I get residuals from the 90s.
Oh, okay.
At least she was on TV once.
Helping her.
Ladies and gentlemen, they have.
He didn't
sat
help
down.
her.
Oh, go ahead, Shannon.
It's still 0-0 last
Sat
I
down.
checked.
They're here. Mark, it is already a circus.
That's what we
Please.
All we
expected.
need
Nothing
is,
else. We get a lot of entertainment value out of
just
this
a three-headed
match.
zebra.
Managers make their way to their
Then you got a
respective corners.
circus.
It is now time for the rules.
I think they actually have the
Round
talking
number
mute.
one.
Hi!
As I'm sure you're
How do
well
they do
aware
it?
from your hours of studying the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Hours.
8 questions will be asked to the field of competitors. As soon as we ask a question, write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. You have about 15 seconds to do so. Once we ask you by name, please reveal your answer, show what you wrote on the whiteboard to the camera. At the same time, you verbalize your attempt into the microphone. Each question's worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. It's just a test of you and what's between your ears for each and every question. Each competitor has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match.
Will they remember them, though?
Buy yourself some time. Use an extra 15 seconds to get the right answer. Each competitor also has 1 challenge that can be used at any point throughout the 3-round match. If you wish to issue a challenge, please get the attention of your manager, and they will get our attention to issue said challenge.
All right. So we asked Bonnie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Brett, are you ready?
Sure.
Mark's chest hair, are you ready?
Look at this, baby. It's the beard.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay! Yay!
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
Are you
boy.
sniffing your pen?
Yeah, it's always good.
Jeez.
All right.
You gotta make sure it worked.
Action
trivia.
adventure is your first question. Which action franchise features such characters as Oddjob, Jaws, and Xena Onatopp?
All right. Competitors. It looks like they're both dreaming of summer days under the bleachers.
It's good start. And
Do I?
you gonna repeat it? if you
Can I
want?
please have a repeat?
That's your first one. Which
Oh,
action
dear.
franchise
Well, at least
features
she
such
remembers she had
characters as
repeats.
Oddjob,
That's a
Jaws,
victory.
And Xena Onatopp.
No points are awarded with that, though.
That's Xenia.
Well, Xenia Onatopp.
Xena.
I don't think it would have mattered.
It's the warrior princess. You never
I think we both have it.
Okay.
Are you sure?
5,
Because the answer is
4,
James Bond.
3,
A nickel, you don't have that.
2, 1. We start with Bonnie.
Star Wars?
Nope. And Brett?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No. Looking for James Bond, everybody.
I've only seen all of them.
It's gonna be one of those
I have
matches.
also, actually.
Okay, good start, guys. All right, here we go. Brett, whatever.
I'm gonna kick back a little bit more.
Your next question comes in the world of new releases. These are movies recently released in theaters. And your question is, who plays the role of Elton John in the film Rocket Man?
Oh.
Not to be confused with the Harlan Williams classic from 1994.
I actually don't know this.
We are judged by spelling, right?
No,
It depends on how far off the spelling is.
Okay.
If you could get the syllables correct.
5.
I spelled it right.
4, 3, 2.
Very slow countdown from you.
1. Brett?
Taron Egerton?
Yes.
Oh my God, he got one.
I wrote Egerton. Does that count?
It does not. So Brett goes up 1-0.
Oh my. It's one of those kind of matches where a point is celebrated.
Partial point for the last name, okay? Come on.
0.5, maybe.
We'll make a
see
note of
We'll
it.
see how the first round goes.
We'll add it in.
Now
on this
that's
one.
mean, Christian.
Go ahead. Dramas. Dramas is your next one. In which 1989 film will you hear this phrase? Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Christian, maybe this match would be ripe for an intermission somewhere halfway through.
Oh, I don't want to miss a
number
second
2.
of this match. Are you kidding me? And 5.
This is going to be the Irishman
4.
of matches.
3, 2,
Dead Poet
1.
Society.
Bonnie?
Dead Poet Society?
Yes. Brett?
Dead Poet Society.
Okay, 2-1. Brett keeps his lead. Brett keeps his lead, and I spit all over my keyboard. Go ahead.
All right, your next question
Don't-
is in
don't
the
worry.
world of
Don't worry,
directors.
Christian.
These are
We
the people
forgive
right
you.
behind the camera.
What?
Most
There are
films
people
have
behind the
them.
camera?
Your question is, who directed 2005's War of the Worlds? That was War of the Worlds. This is like a fight between two giant babies.
Bonnie has 2 repeats left. Brett has 3. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Second one
do
for
that.
Bonnie.
Oh dear.
In the world of directors, who
I
directed
wish-
2005's War of the Worlds?
I feel like this is much easier than I
Just getting that
am
mouse
thinking.
back on
Like
the wheel.
watching people take their SATs.
I feel like that right about now.
4,
Is it
3.
John Woo?
2, 1. Pens down. Brett?
Michael Bay?
No. And Bonnie to tie?
James Cameron?
No.
It's the name of a director.
I know, it's a director's name.
Steven Spielberg.
Oh.
Steven Spielberg.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right. I knew that.
Let's
I
take
knew
it back.
that. I
We'll do
knew
it
that.
again.
I just.
I would have got
You know
that
what? I
if you
don't
gave
wanna
me
throw him
about
off so early 'cause he's
I
so
understand.
15
fast.
I get it.
guesses.
Oh, here's
So
the
I'm
next.
just trying to be
Here's
nice
the
on
next
But I'm
one.
still
That's
tied
gonna
for the
be interesting to
lead.
watch. Fantasy,
Yippee.
sci-fi.
Oh boy.
Star Wars.
I wonder if either one of
Star
you have seen
Trek.
this. In Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, who plays the avatar Franklin Mouse Finbar, who is a weapons carrier and a zoologist, and he has a weakness for cake.
Sounds like Ken Knapsack.
Yeah, he's eating cake right now.
Animal lover, weapons specialist,
Loves cake.
cake enthusiast.
And a meat inspector.
Repeat the question again.
First one for
Oh dear.
In Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, who plays the avatar Frankie the Mouse Finbar, a weapons carrier and zoologist with a weakness for cake.
And Christian, halfway through round 1, the JTE rules dropping like flies.
They are. They are indeed.
But look, if that's how you got to use it, that's how you got to
Use it. There's a
5,
reason you got him.
4, 3,
Kevin Hart.
2, 1. Pens down, please, and we start with Bonnie.
The Rock.
No, and
Kevin Hart.
yes. Brett. Look at Brett. Brett takes a 2-point lead.
Choices.
Brett takes a 2-point lead.
Wow.
That was mean too, whoever said that in the crowd.
God, don't have a stroke.
I thought this was going to be an S show.
All right,
Your
here we go.
next question. In the world of comedies. Don't
This
need it long.
match-
We want to speed the match up as quickly as possible. Seth Rogen and Bill Hader play wacky cops in what 2017 comedy?
Can Brett take a 3-point lead here?
You know,
Inconceivable.
That little boy's face.
Oh, he's. Well,
It
can you
makes
imagine?
this all worth it.
I don't get a multiple choice?
Not for this round.
Not for
No!
this round? Wait.
4, 3,
Repeat,
2.
repeat.
Last,
I'm sorry.
That's your
That's
last
fine.
one.
I can do that. In the world of comedies, Seth Rogen and Bill Hader play wacky cops in what 2017 comedy?
That was Bonnie's last.
I know it, but I can't.
Christian, all the years of private jets and first-class treatment and five-star hotels has caught up with Bonnie.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I joked.
1. And Brett?
It's Let's Be Cops.
No.
It's something along that line.
Nothing. Looking for Superbad. Superbad.
I mean, no. Scherzinger.
I was going to write something to do with penises, but that probably wasn't PG.
Oh.
That's a sequel.
Thing out. This isn't live, right?
They're gonna thank Eric right now. Doesn't like either one of you.
Okay.
All
Yay!
right, so
Nerd
here's the
Chronic
next one.
plug.
Horror thriller.
Congratulations.
Which horror franchise centers on a boy named Damien, who may be the Antichrist?
I love how you delivered that. You should be a doctor.
Well, it's a boy, and it may be the Antichrist.
It may be.
And you may just want a new car.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Oh
one.
my
Second
goodness.
Oh, is it you? It's me. All right. What horror franchise?
They don't even want to re-say the question.
Might be the Antichrist.
Is he the Antichrist?
We'll find out next Tuesday on NBC.
It's CBS. Get it right. Right after an all-new Young Sheldon.
4, 3, 2,
The Omen.
1. Put your pens down, Sheridan and Bonnie.
The Omen.
Yes, Brett.
He has 766
No.
on his
So
head.
Bonnie comes within.
He
one
has
there. Bonnie catches up there,
777
and we get
on
to
his
our
phone.
final
Jackpot.
question. What is your first names? Oh, no, sorry.
Bonnie trails by 1, but if she gets this last question correct,
Tied
she
up.
could tie Brett
If Brett
Sheridan
misses.
heading into round number 2.
Spoiler alert.
And
No
last
perfect
question's about
rounds.
Animated movies. Animated films. And the question is, Wilbur is what type of animal in the animated classic Charlotte's Web?
Oh
This
my
is kind of a
God.
book movie hybrid.
Yeah. Well, Bonnie's a big reader, so she might get this
We've
right on.
expanded the rules here.
That's true.
Bonnie's a big reader. You're talking like I read children's books?
5. When you were a kid, you did. 4,
Boom.
3, 2.
Hop, hop,
1.
hop, hop,
Brett,
hop.
get the-
Pig.
Yes, and Bonnie. 4.
How did they know that?
After that first round, it was a scorcher. It is 4-3. Brett Sheridan with the 1-point lead.
And I'm fine with a defensive struggle. Both competitors seem to have found their footing a little bit, and we could see some fireworks in round number 2.
And right now, Ben Goddard is thinking the same thing we are. I'm 2-0 right now.
He went through those JTE rules like they were B actors. You know what I'm saying?
So now Brett Sheridan has 2 JTE rules left. Bonnie has used all of them, but it is the second round. Mark, how does the second round go?
In round number 2, this is known as the wheel round. Each competitor gets a spin at the wheel. Once you settle on a category, you'll be asked 4 questions from said genre of film. Each question is worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing a question in round 2. However, stealing is available. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer.
We
At that
promise.
point, the value of the question goes down to 1. So although Bonnie is sitting in the higher ranked competitor chair, Brett Sheridan has skilled his way to a 4-3 lead. Brett,
I wouldn't
would you
say
like to
skilled
spin the wheel first or defer?
Skilled
to the opponent?
is more like it.
No, may I spin it? Okay.
Okay.
Give it a good spin.
All right.
And
we got this.
the wheel today is a sponsored wheel. Looking for modern classics is the wedge.
Go ahead.
Modern classics. If Brett spins modern classics or if Bonnie spins it, we will say the name of that patron. Thank you for supporting the movie Trivia Schmoedown patron.
And I pity you, patron,
There's a
who
spin
got
by
thrown
Brett
into the...
Christian, you see the look of Steven
You've
Spielberg
been
just,
thrown to the
disappointed
wolves.
in Brett that he
Oh,
didn't conjure that War of the Worlds
And it might
answer.
come right around the side. What are we looking at here?
Oh no!
Opponent's choice.
choice.
Well, the question. Well, I mean, but the thing is, you can't
don't
spin
get a
again.
choice.
You can't spin again.
You can't respin
Can't
if it's
spin again.
opponent's
No,
choice.
not out of opponent's choice. You got to sit there.
How many of these
So
have you
sit down,
seen, Brett?
So
Aren't you
Bonnie and
usually
Shannon now
behind
are
the
gonna
camera?
collaborate and see what they're going to give him. Now, look, I got to be honest. I think the whole wheel's an opponent's choice for Brett.
Ding, 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 ding,
It's
ding.
hard to penalize him too much if he doesn't know anything in the first place.
Right. So the question is, what does he? If there is one, find out what his strength was.
That's right. Well, he did know Wilbur was a pick.
Bonnie, what's your
Ah,
choice?
thank God for that.
Leading Bonnie to the wheel.
Wow,
Very, very nice.
right.
And what are we taking for Brett for his slice? All right, here we go. Where are we going with this?
Wow, Meryl Streep is in the
Hmm.
house.
Meryl Streep.
All right, Meryl Streep it is. Mark, you want to
I will administer the Meryl Streep questions, and my only favor to Shannon is next time Bonnie and Brett compete, please bring enough champagne for Christian and I as well. Bottle looks delicious.
Yeah.
All right, Brett Sheridan.
Yes, sir.
The world of Meryl Streep. First impressions when you hear the name of that talented actress.
I love her. Devil Wears Prada.
That's it.
Great
That's
actress.
it.
Chunky necklaces. Nice, comfortable sweaters.
How dare you?
There we go.
Fat shaming her necklaces.
No, that's a term. I'm not being.
No, it's called a statement necklace, not
Brett,
a chunky necklace.
Your first question of 4.
Okay.
In
This
the
fashion
Wild
tip
Wonderful
has been
World
brought
of
to you
Meryl
by...
Streep. Meryl Streep starred
No clue. I
as
don't know any
famed
fashion people.
actress Madeline Ashton in this 1992 comedy.
Oh, Madeline Ashton.
She,
Death Becomes Her. It's been a while since I've seen that film. I probably should rewatch that.
4.
multiple choice.
Hey, he remembered.
For remembering.
Beat you to it, Mark.
Multiple choice options are: is it A, Postcards from the Edge, B, Noises Off,
Yeah,
C,
Death Becomes Her.
Becomes Her, or D, Straight Talk?
Death Becomes Her?
1 point for Brett Sheridan.
Damn it! Damn it!
And the
Hey,
crowd
stop
leaps
cussing.
into applause. Brett, your next question.
Don't.
Who directed Meryl and others in the 2014 film Into the Woods?
Into the woods. Into the woods. Let's get a multiple choice on that one.
Is it A, Bill Condon, B, Rob Marshall, C, Joel Schumacher, or D, Baz Luhrmann?
Baz Luhrmann?
Joel Schumacher.
That is incorrect. Bonnie, I'm going to give you your options again for multiple choice for a point. Is it A, Bill Condon, B, Rob Marshall, C, Joel Schumacher, or D, Baz Luhrmann?
A, Bill Condon.
That is incorrect. Looking for Rob Marshall. Rob Marshall.
We all struck out.
Each
Or
one
it's
with
1,
the letter of the
3,
correct answer.
10 million
All
strikes.
right, Brad, back to you for
Just
your
go
penalty question of Meryl
home.
Streep. Kevin Kline plays Meryl Streep's emotionally unstable lover, Nathan Landau, in this film.
Good luck. Good luck, Brett.
I think I know it, but I'm going to take multiple.
I seriously
I can
doubt
provide
that.
Is it A, Silkwood, B, Sophie's Choice, C, August Osage County, or D, Julie and Julia?
Good thing I didn't
Ding! Point for me.
say the one I thought it was. Osage County?
That is incorrect, Bonnie. I'm going to give
That's
you your
about what I was
options once
going to
again. Is it
say,
A,
so
Silkwood,
I'll
B, Sophie's
give myself
Choice,
credit
C,
for being
August
wrong
Osage
there.
County, or D, Julie and Julia?
B, Sophie's Choice.
That is correct.
Bonnie gets within 1
It's
now.
a big steal.
Big steal from Bonnie, yeah.
Thank you.
That's a very popular movie.
It's an upper. It's like an uplifting film.
She's usually in popular movies.
Back to Brett Sheridan for his last question in the world of Meryl Streep that could be worth up to 2 points, but probably not. In what film does Meryl Streep act opposite Stanley Tucci, Emily Blunt, and Simon Baker?
Oh, Devil Wears Prada.
It is worth 2 points, and he got it. It is 7-4.
Easiest question ever.
Well, your turn to find out if you can get some easy questions
You got
now, too.
pig.
To the wheel. Bonnie
Stop
Somerville
complaining.
to the wheel now. Brett Sheridan finds himself with a 3-point lead.
So
over Bonnie
easy
Somerville. If she
questions.
can
You
get
got
something that
pig.
she is comfortable with, and she can find something in her wheelhouse, this could be a lights-out scenario.
That's right, but the pressure is not off of Brett Sheridan because if she spins opponent's choice like Brett did, Brett is going to have to pin.
Yeah,
it.
that means you
Very
gotta think
tough.
more.
You may spin at your ready, milady. Once again, if we hit modern classics, we're saying the name of a Patreon member.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Staying with it. She's staying with it. Staying with Paul Thomas Anderson. All right,
All right.
so Bonnie's going to get 4 questions in the realm of Paul Thomas Anderson movies.
All right, the famed director of such films as Time Cop, Hard Target, and Die Hard, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Here you go, Bonnie. You got 4 questions.
It doesn't seem like that'd be in her wheelhouse
Who
then.
plays the wife of Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in The Master?
Multiple choice, please.
A. Julianne Moore. B. Michelle Williams. C. Amy Adams.
Anne Hathaway.
D. Anne Hathaway.
Amy Adams.
For 1 point. That's
all right.
correct. Yep.
And we're within 2.
That's right.
And
I
all
know
Brett
nobody
Sheridan
here
can
wants
do
me
is
to
nap.
win.
Corruption is not a
Let's
popular
go.
faction. Here we go. All right. Magnolia. An unusual event occurs when this type of animal falls from the skies above Los
Oh,
Angeles.
frogs! Giant frogs are falling out of the sky.
Multiple choice, please.
A. Fish. B. Squids. C. Locusts. D. Frogs.
C. Locusts.
It's incorrect. Brett, is it A. Fish. B. Squids. C. Locusts. D. Frogs.
Let's go D frogs.
Correct for 1 point. All right.
Giant
So now
frogs, giant
Brett
frogs.
gives himself a
What
3-point
can I
lead.
say?
Bonnie
Back
Somerville's
to you.
third question. All right, here you go. Bonnie,
Yes.
who stars as private detective Doc Sportello in Inherent Vice?
Multiple choice, please.
A. Philip Seymour Hoffman. B. Adam Sandler. C. Joaquin Phoenix. D. John C. Reilly.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes, for 1 point.
All right.
Final question.
Seem
here.
to be the only one that
In
makes
that
sense.
position, Christian, if Bonnie gets the last question
Tied.
right off the bat, we're going to be tied going into round number 3.
Here it is. Final one. Who plays porn director Jack Horner in Boogie
Oh,
Nights?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
2 points. We're tied up.
Tied at 8.
May he
Bonnie
rest in
tied the
peace.
game. 8-8.
I'm
That
sorry,
was-
what? I'm sorry, what?
8-8. Look at this, and she did
I'm
it.
sorry, what, did I not show up today? I don't know. Did I? Did I? I don't know.
That's
a bunch of balderdash!
And it is 8-8 as we
That was
head
still
into
very
round
sad.
number
The
3.
very
This is
first,
round that will determine
the
match,
first
and
Schmoedown live event I went
one of these
to, the
competitors
one
is
that
gonna
was
get to double
Mara and
digits, and that
Inman.
might be the deciding factor in this
That
ballgame.
was the very
Because
sad
Bonnie,
because that was when I
that's
showed up to
the
LA
Thomas
and
Anderson was a strength.
Burt Reynolds had
Exactly
passed
the
away
match we thought it was gonna be.
that day,
It is.
and that was
but
very.
They're both fighting.
A lot
and
of
that's all you can ask
jocularity.
for.
That was
a lot of
hard.
laughs,
Yeah.
a lot of competition.
Give me the rules for round 3. Let's get to
So
it.
then I went to
In
the
round number 3,
I went to the Walk of
each
Fame the
competitor's
next
gonna
day
get
where they had
series
the
of
reef up
numbers.
and everything.
These numbers can range from 1 to 20. We need 3 numbers from each competitor. Each number you give us is going to correspond to a different category of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how. The first question we asked you is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. There is no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing nor multiple choice in round number 3. So, while we
Good.
are
Thank you
tied
for
here,
clarifying that.
Bonnie and Brett at 8 points apiece. Bonnie is sitting in the higher ranked chair. So, Bonnie, give us your 3 preferred
2.
numbers.
Pick
that range
2.
from 1
You
to
win.
20.
7, 16, 4.
7, 16, and 4 for Bonnie. Brett?
2, 9, and 13.
Brett
All right,
picked
2,
2.
13.
He's gonna win.
Because
that
Brett.
your
I have no idea how,
Yes.
Now,
but he
because
will
Brett is
because he
the
picked
lower-ranked player,
2.
He will go first, even though it is a tie game with the with category 2 mark.
Brett, that's in the world of dramas.
Oh dear.
In the world of dramas. I'm going to ask you a question here for 2 points and the lead. In the film Dances with Wolves, Lieutenant John Dunbar is fighting during which war in the film's opening sequence?
Vietnam War.
During the Revolutionary War?
And it is incorrect, looking for the Civil
Oh.
War.
That's right.
The Civil
He
War.
was closer
All right,
though,
Bonnie,
so
your turn
I'll give
here.
him that
Go
one.
up. You chose category 7.
Yes.
Directors. Who directed the 1974
Mel Brooks.
comedy Blazing Saddles?
Mel Brooks.
2 points. Bonnie goes up, so now Brett.
There's your easy
Brett
question.
Now, Brett now has
That
his
and
3 points.
pig.
He's got to try to stay in the game here and bounce
Bonnie's
it back.
in the lead. Oh.
That's right, Brett. You selected number
Bonnie's
9
in the
for
lead.
your 3-pointer.
Yep.
And that corresponds to famous actors and actresses.
That narrows it down.
I'm not in that category, am I? Because that would be unfair.
All right, let's see. So Brett took. Oh, Kate taking a shot.
Hmm.
All right, Brett, your question. Who played the girlfriend of Ross in Friends? I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
I was reading the long.
That's not a
Jerry.
movie.
Your real question,
Everyone's
Brett,
so
for famous
insulted.
actors and actresses for 3 points, what Stanley Kubrick movie did Nicole Kidman star in?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
Brett Sheridan has taken an 11-10 lead.
You got Pig
All right.
and Mel
So now-
Brooks.
Easier
Zip,
questions. It's not
zip,
So now
zip.
Bonnie needs to now hit her 3 in order to have Brett answer his 5. So here we go. Bonnie, if you hit this, it bounces back to Brett. Category 16. Steven Spielberg.
Here.
All right, Steven Spielberg.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, please.
I'm waiting.
All right. Who plays cigar chomping fighter pilot Wild Bill Kelso in the Spielberg film 1941?
Ben Affleck.
You don't get a multiple choice or anything.
Not for this
They said no multiple choice. Didn't you hear the rules?
5.
Pass. I don't know.
John Belushi. John Belushi.
Did
So-
you know that? Oh, don't you dare.
So
John
now,
Belushi.
so
John
now
Belushi,
we are in
John
a
Belushi.
position here. Now we are in a position
Only
where
my idol.
Bonnie has to hit her 5-pointer. If she hits it,
John
she will
Belushi's your
bounce it back
idol.
to Brett.
Brett.
However, if she misses, Brett Sheridan will win the
Is it hot in
game.
here? Is it me?
Bonnie, you chose category 4. Category 4
Quiet.
for Bonnie. Action adventure. Action adventure.
It's me?
Here we go. All right.
Yes.
Denzel Washington plays a former Marine named John Creasy in which 2004 film?
Guessing it's not John Q. That'd be too easy.
Flight.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Brett the Sniper
Well, at least he picked 2 and he won. My gosh.
Was the answer, and Brett is a man
Ain't
on
a fire.
right now. Look at how happy he is.
1 point.
And Bonnie Somerville's correct. A game performance by her. Both competitors made it to double figures.
That's what we got to celebrate. Double-digit points. Did I get double-digit points?
Brett Sheridan
Maybe.
and Ben Goddard potentially, but we'll also see because they are in the same faction that could move away. Unbelievable that match was something.
And I will say this for both competitors.
You're
they
right
did
about
show up.
that.
They did bring more
It
movie
was
trivia knowledge
something.
than I had given them credit for previously. They know a lot about a variety of categories. They know their strengths. They played the game well.
They didn't have any strengths. You showed the strengths.
To say the least. They're also
Acting
super entertaining on
and
the
skillets
SC Live
and
show.
Skittles
They're
and
gonna have a lot
Twix
to
and
say
Kit
about the
Kats.
two of them for sure. And it was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch. You had Brett, who everyone was counting out. Everyone thought that he would lose the match. Everybody thought that he wouldn't score 3 points. Well, he scored 11, and he won the match, and he beat Bonnie Somerville, who finds herself now at 0-3. Brett Sheridan, however, maybe the last time I ever say this, Brett Sheridan is undefeated
Never
in
lost.
the movie Trivia Schmoedown. He is
Never
undefeated.
lost.
So that's it.
And I just had an
It's
aneurysm.
really exciting for SEN Live. A lot of those characters going to be having a lot more drawing to do back and forth.
It's exciting for the Den because now the Den finds himself with 4 points already this season because they had Sheridan with a victory and they also had Ben Goddard with a victory. So already the Den finds himself with 4 points in this early season.
That's right, and now we're going to turn it over to the great Jen Sturger, who's going to have a post-game interview with your winner. Can't believe I just said that. Brett Sheridan and the Den.
Hey everyone, Jen Sturger here, backstage with Brett Sheridan. Holy crap, did you ever think you would hear the words, "and your winner"?
No.
Well, he did. He thought he would hear it from the other
was
side.
Amazing. I'm seriously shaking. This was scary for me. I had a great time, and I mean Bonnie, 1 point. It was close, but I got it, and I'm super stoked.
Grace, I can see you behind him looking absolutely regal and proud. How are you feeling right now?
You know, I am very regal and proud. Thank you. The thing is that it's not. If the destination is the same, the journey can be sloppy, you know, and 1 point works for me. I'm very proud.
And so, I mean, I have to ask, Meryl Streep, you gave the people what you want, but obviously not your strength. Was there something on the board you were actually looking for?
Animated. Yeah, I thought so. But then I realized I have seen a lot of Meryl Streep films, so I could have stolen, I think, some of those. If that was that the round with steals? No? Okay.
You can't steal your own questions, buddy. You can't steal.
I was thinking of something different. Schmoedown!
And
Yay!
now, obviously, the match would be you versus Ben, but there is a rule that allows factions to turn down that match, obviously, because faction versus faction would make it so that your record gets impacted somehow as a group. And so you guys do have the ability to turn down that match, especially, this
But it
early
would.
on.
I'd like to address that. That is true, but then if you try to turn down a match, Christian stops talking to you. So I'm going to go ahead and say we'll have to figure that one out.
And one day I'll get through one of these interviews with you without completely busting. Anyways, congratulations on your very first win. You are undefeated in the Schmoedown? Question mark? Back to you guys.
I need to get a clarification on how the standings work, because why wouldn't you want to have a match? That's guaranteed points.
So just to clarify, exactly
Okay, he'll clarify
what that
for me.
means. When it comes to they're not even in the rankings yet, those two, right? So when you're in the rankings and if there was a certain, for example, Ben Bateman is playing Dan Murrow for the championship, they can't turn away that match. That's a match that has to happen because of the rankings. And the same thing if Mark Andreyko and Snyder had to play each other because of either tournaments or perhaps rankings, that this number one contendership has to happen. This is a different circumstance. Because of these two, there will be suggestions of Ben Goddard can play either Brett Sheridan or someone else.
Competitor-wide.
Correct. So that's where it more or less means that the Den now can say, well, we don't want the two to play against each other. We'll take that match instead. As opposed to if it was Bonnie that would have won, then it would have been an automatic match between Bonnie and Ben.
Exciting, wacky stuff.
Okay, that didn't really explain what I was thinking.
Are just as invested as the competitors are this season.
I need to figure out why you would pass up guaranteed points unless there's a penalty for losing a match.
You know what? There does seem to be a pretty there's a decent mood back here. They're still celebrating. At least there's a little bit of the bubbly back here.
Buzz.
Why wouldn't we, right?
Yeah. Shannon, I know that you are obviously disappointed to be handed your loss today, but were there things that you saw in Bonnie's performance that gave you hope for moving forward?
I'm not disappointed at all.
She knew the
Half
rules
battle is showing up.
most of the
Ladies
time.
and gentlemen, she did it. Not only did she do it, she came within 1 point. 1 point.
There was a little bit of whispers that you may or may not even show up. It's kind of become your reputation. Do you have any thoughts about that?
No.
Fair enough.
This interview is going fantastic. Paul Thomas Anderson, are you happy that you stuck with that? You seemed like at least you remembered that you could go multiple choice.
You know what? I'm mad at myself about that one, and I'm a little bit frustrated about a couple of other things. But I'm glad I got into double digits. I'm back. I showed up. I'm not sick. Okay? My car didn't get towed. I don't want to hear from any of you people. Something else happened. I'm here, and I'll be back.
Well, hopefully next time with a win. And like I said, there's so much to move forward and work on here. What's this story, though, about Ben and a date? Sorry, I'm just kind of getting caught up on all this.
Oh, Bonnie, I'm going to pass that one over to you.
Yeah, I don't kiss and tell, so I'll just keep that to myself for a while.
Back to you guys.
Well,
saucy.
Saucy indeed.
I'm going to read into that answer.
The smoke show, of
Oh,
course.
dear.
She is the smoke show indeed. She did show up, and she did play tough here. Brett Sheridan, though, pulls out the win.
Hey, the
11-10,
real
beats
rejects.
Bonnie Somerville.
Never thought I'd see them again.
Now we'll also have to see what other competitors inside of factions will start to make a move, which rookies will make the move to challenge both Brett Sheridan and Ben Goddard, because the Den is in a really good position right now.
I'll tell you what I'm really interested in, and this is me being honest, is that I've always known Brett to be a very funny, jovial, but humble guy. What Brett Sheridan do we see on SEN Live come Monday? Is he going to suddenly be cocky with his win? Is he going to come in with a big Frank fur coat? What is the new Brett Sheridan looking like now that he's 1-0?
Cocky, no, but I will tell you that
cocky, yes.
Sheridan, because he is 1-0 and he knows he's going to play again.
Think he's cracking a movie trivia book?
I do. I think he starts studying. I think we see a better Brett Sheridan play. Now, is he going to be a champion? Probably not. But will we see him playing?
Aim for the stars, kids.
But will we see him actually playing and caring and being, invested? I think we do.
I think that we're going to see a lot more Brett Sheridan this season, and hopefully Bonnie Somerville as well. You know you're going to get your fill of Christian Harloff and myself, Mark Ellis. Make sure you check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon right now. Select which tier is right for you and enjoy us wherever you enjoy your podcast. For Christian Harloff, I am Mark
Don't run
Ellis,
away yet. I gotta
and
tell
this
some.
is the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Don't run away just yet. Don't dare do that.
Oh, we also have tickets on sale.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Atlanta at the end.
No, don't run away.
I'm doing stand ran up to 28th in Atlanta. Then we have
Still
the big show
no Paul
Saturday at the
Preston
Ritz
on that
Theater in Atlanta, Georgia,
page.
February 29th. Get your tickets
Get
at
to work on that,
SchmoedownLive.com, where you can also get tickets for
Brian
the free
Ward,
fall being held in
or
downtown
whoever's
Los
working on the
Angeles. Did I miss
posters
anything this
now.
time, Christian?
No, but you do want to catch the biggest fight maybe in Schmoedown history. Bateman versus Merle. If you can see it in person, you should.
With no real punches
SchmoedownLive.com,
thrown.
February 29th in Atlanta. We'll see you next
Adding
time.
that to my plug now.
Please do.
Oh, right. Let's try to run this one off, but I fear that I might get something wrong because I think this has taken its toll on me. Thank you, Christian and Mark, and Kate and Grace and Brett and Jen and Shannon and Bonnie and Ken. Was that everybody? I think that was everybody. Oh my God, yay! How did I do that? I've survived again. And speaking of survived, we got through this match. Little more high scoring than I thought it would be, but the match was what I kind of thought it was. Brett Sheridan won a match. Did I outscore them? I don't even. I stopped keeping track because I was going crazy in the head. I was going insane in the brain, or however that song goes, because I know as much about music as I do about movies. Haven't you figured that out by now? But yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out how the standing stuff works, because I don't get why you would turn down guaranteed points. It's I don't know. I'll find out. And then hopefully I will be slightly more intelligent and knowledgeable about that the next time we meet. But I doubt it. So, with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. You can follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. And follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content, the Facebook page, the Twitter page at the Schmoedown. Join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown website, The Schmoedown Live. I believe it's Schmoedownlive.com now. That's where you can get all your tickets and purchases for Schmoedown content. And become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. So, until next time, I will see you for the next match, which was Cuckoo's Mess versus the Real Rejects. The Real Rejects. It's been almost 2 years, but they're back. Dang it, it's been too long. But we'll see you for that match. So until next time, this is JTH. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you adieu.